Okay, so this is going to be a Q&A, obviously, and we wanted to let you guys know that each week we are going to be doing themed calls about specific subjects that will go more in depth than just a simple Q&A. So that way we can get straight training on specific subjects all the way through, where you guys aren't, just asking somebody through Messenger, which is a pain in the butt. Michelle, you have all the whole.
Do what? You broke up. What'd you say?
You have the whole list, don't you?
Yes. You want me to go over it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So we broke this down into 5 weeks so far. And then if anything else comes up, then we can add on to it. But the first week.
Classes. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. And what we're doing is we're going to have 2 different coaches each week on the same topic. That way, if some of y'all can't make it on, say, on Monday night, and y'all can, if y'all can be on there Wednesday. And then we're also going to rotate it. It's not going to be Monday and Wednesday every week. We'll do some that's Wednesday and Friday. That way, it kind of, works around everybody's schedule. And then it'll be recorded for those who can't make it to any of it. But like the first week, we're going to go over like navigating the Coach Online Office. I know some of y'all have played with it, but there's so much in there that I think gets overlooked. Like there's a product training info on every single program there is. So a lot of the questions that get asked, it's right there. But you might not be able to find it because it's not always user-friendly and you'll forget where stuff is. But we're going to go over like navigating the Coach Online Office. And then also we'll go over some of the training because that's like, I know this week the 21-day kickstart got canceled and they're going to start using the Beachbody coach training. I don't know if Greg's planning on keep doing that or not, but I know this one got canceled.
Yeah.
But then like the second week, we'll go over like inviting. I know everybody has questions about inviting because you always hear invite, but not everybody breaks it down on how to do that. So we'll go over inviting, what it looks like, where to find customers. Like, I know somebody asked about best early communication with customers, how to communicate with them to begin with. And then, like, ideas to grow your business. The third week, we'll go over, I know some people have questions about your legs. You got a right and left leg and where to put your coaches that sign up. Let's see, and then how the compensation works with that. We're going to go over commission because I know some people think when you sign up a coach, you still get commission from them, but you don't. So we'll go over that. Then like team volume, how to and how much to stay active, and I know someone had a question about how does a downline coach's downline affect the original sponsor. And then the fourth week, we're going to go over like pages, why, what, and how. Because I know some people don't even know how to create a like page. But when they do, then they don't really know what to post. So we're going to go over that. And then customer groups. I know some of us, like Corrie has a group, and I think a lot of your coaches add their customers in yours, don't they?
Some of them do. Most of them I've been able to get them to create their own because that's ultimately what you should do. But the very, very beginning coaches, I let them add to my group, yeah.
And that's what I do, like with my group. If Shayla just added one of hers because she has one customer right now that's on Facebook. So it's like, okay, put her in mine so there's engagement.
Yep.
But then like customer groups and then when to make, what to post. And then like on personal pages or like pages, some people run their complete Beachbody business from their personal page and others do nothing at all Beachbody on it. So it's kind of what works for you, what you want to do, but eventually you're going to combine both because everybody's friending you on your personal page. So if they see nothing Beachbody, they're going to have no clue about it. So we'll go over that in that training. And then the 5th week, we're going to go over the big picture, not just the here and now. Let's sign up as a coach. We got to start making money. We want to look at the big picture, down the road, because that's what it is. And then also we'll talk about how sponsor coaches, if you're signing up coaches under you, you need to be there for them. You're not just signing up coaches, throwing them into training and leaving them. But also the first week, we're going to do 3 days. One day, Corey or Nikki or both are going to go over tax stuff, because I know some people are, asking about the tax info because they want to know what receipts to save, all that kind of stuff. So that's what we got so far.
I'm an accountant, so that was my first question is like, how does this affect my taxes?
Yep. Yeah, we'll go over that next week. So.
That'd be awesome.
All right. Well, is that it then, Michelle?
Yeah, that's it that I got right now.
Okay. And if you guys have any other suggestions ever, just let us know and we can add more topics and more weeks to everything. But for now, that's what we got from what people have asked. Plan to try and attend one of the coaches' calls each week. That way you guys get all the information. If not, I'll make sure they're all recorded.
Especially if it pertains to you so you can ask questions.
Yeah, that too.
And then if there's some reason, I know a lot of y'all work, some people work like second shift, be there. You can always have one of
Who's that?
mute yourself.
Yeah, hit the mute button.
That's right. Everyone gets mentioned.
Okay, there we go. But if you can't make any of the calls, you can always ask for a one-on-one call. We can always Zoom with you, get with your upline, get with Corey, and we can do a one-on-one call or a couple of people on a call. It doesn't, if there's, just because you can't make it, or if there's something that needs to be more in depth and detail, then, on one of these calls, you can always do a one-on-one.
Yep.
I know my girls have talked about that. Most of you are here, so.
Yeah, I don't mind doing a quick one-on-one call with anybody. So just don't be afraid to come to me and ask. Okay.
He's home.
My upline has said that.
And I don't know everything because I really have not been coaching actively that long, so I don't know everything. But Corey is willing to get on these calls with us, in case there's something like I didn't know. So we can work schedules out if anybody needs one-on-ones.
How do we do that? How do we contact you?
Make sure you buddy request me for one thing, and then just hit me up on Facebook and we can schedule something out.
Yeah, Facebook's easy, huh?
Yep. I mean, I do every single thing. All my whole entire business is through Facebook. So just message me there and I'll get it within minutes. Okay?
Okay.
How are you feeling, Corey?
Some days are better than others.
Why? Do you ask? I think
I'm one-armed.
Kind of. He's kind of no-armed. Don't let him.
Yeah, I saw the pic with you with your teeth, doing the stylist thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is it broken?
They were trying, like Greg's like, oh, just let this month go. Don't worry about it. I can't do that. There's no way in hell. So, yeah, I put a stylus pen in my mouth, and I run my business with my mouth now.
You do what you got to do. You
Makes
do
you
what you
appreciate health. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
For reals.
Yep. All right. Well, we can do Q&A, so you guys can start asking questions.
May I?
Go ahead.
I was wondering, should I set up a separate email for all of this? I have my own personal email. Should I keep it separate and maybe create a new one?
I would definitely do that, yes. And I would make it like semi-professional, whether you have a planned name for your business or just Coach, Margot or whatever, you know what I mean?
That's what I was going to ask. I wasn't sure. I was starting to read through. I got up to the why to post my why, and I thought it said on there you weren't allowed to use the word coach for anything, but I can. You can. Okay.
Yep. My actual very first Beachbody email was coachcoreymac@gmail.com. So
Mine is Coach Amy Carper.
Yeah.
That's
And also, I was doing this. Well, first, Bettina was an excellent example. She so inspiring to me, and I thought, she answers so quickly. I'm not sure I could do that. Although my husband has said he would help me with answering emails because I do work 40 plus hours a week.
Yep.
People come to me. That's why I thought if they're doing it, why not be a coach and help them? People are always asking me about fitness. And the Shakeology, they're noticing my energy in the morning. And I don't have to go out there and say anything. They're coming up to me, and just happened today. Can I give them samples?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. Most coaches will start ordering the packets instead of the bags. So they'll have, a professional package to give them. But we've even just put a scoop in a sandwich baggie and handed it to people that wanted it.
Yeah, I put it in my little.
I did that last week.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But, I mean, if you want to start ordering packets, that looks more professional. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Especially if they're your warm market, you see these people every day. They're not too concerned about presentation, but eventually you'll want to do the packets.
Okay.
Yeah, because you see, here's the packets.
Yeah.
So it looks like the Shakeology bag, and it has all the info in the back, what's in it and everything. So.
Oh, it's interesting. My son, who was sworn into the Marine Corps, is all very into fitness and has taken fitness courses at his college preparatory high school. And he's reading the bag of Shakeology, and he said, "Mom, this is great." Yep. He said, basically, all you have to do is tell them what's on the back of this bag. Even if they're not into fitness, they're going to want to buy this. It helps in general health.
Yes, it does.
And so I thought, okay, because there are some people who I would like to encourage to exercise, but just want the Shakeology. And so I want to give them
use tools like you can buy the DVDs about Shakeology. You can buy little trifold pamphlets about it, all the information, what it does, the ingredients. You can buy big 24 packs of those on Team Beachbody for really cheap. So that helps too. Hand them a sample.
Yeah, what I got. See, I got the trifold too.
Where'd you go?
Where'd you go?
And I'm like, I'm doing something wrong.
She must have fell.
I love our team.
Yeah, like I said, it's not like I'm going out there looking for people. They're coming to me.
That's great.
Yep, the product sells itself.
I wish I had that problem.
yeah.
I work in healthcare though, so it's kind of people are very health conscious.
Yep. Well, why Michelle's disappeared. Any more questions for you?
I'll be quiet for a little bit. It's hard, but I will.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Somebody shoot.
Well, I have to just be nosy. This isn't there's somebody on the call, and their phone number is an 870 number, which is Arkansas. And I would like to say hi. That's my home state.
Oh, I see that. 7767.
It's nice to know that there's somebody close by.
Y'all are in the South. Are you?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in Pittsburgh, PA, Pennsylvania. But my daughter's in Raleigh. So.
Another Pittsburgher. I think Caitlin and Morgan are from there too.
Oh.
I grew up about an hour and a half east of there.
Oh, where?
Johnstown.
Johnstown, okay.
I'm not there now. I live in upstate New York right now, but we relocated.
Well, if somebody has a question, I'll ask another one of mine. Can I create my own website for Beachbody?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my
me and Michelle both have blogs, and we have all of our products linked to certain pages too. So instead of going to like coaching codes or sending people to Team Beachbody, we send them to our blog to buy.
Okay, that's what I was wondering was when Bettina helped me out with that. So I did get my first sale on that challenge pack.
Awesome.
And, because she was there, she's like, I don't know, just tell me your coach number. So we did it that way. And then, but I did text you the link. But I thought there has to be an easier way and a less,
Teaching all coaching.
Way of like being so out there, like I want to make a sale, because that's not it. I just want to help them guide towards health. So I make a blog.
You can make a website, but a blog is just a better functioning, more well-rounded website. And the good thing about a blog is you can journal your fitness journey, you can recipes, you can do everything.
Okay. Well, my daughter is, as I said, a marketing major, and her current business is setting these things up. So I'll ask her for her help on that.
Do you guys want to do a call on the coaching codes, like website, how to navigate?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Showed me how, but that would be good for a refresher.
Okay.
Yeah, you already had the like how to set up a Facebook page or a like page, or
We haven't had that yet. We'll have it. What week is that, Michelle?
That is, well, actually that's the fourth week, but if we need to swap things around, but it's actually those training groups I added you to, Sherry. I know you haven't had time to go through them with your work. But anybody that has time to go through those self-paced ones, it's actually in one of those. Okay. How to do the like page.
Okay.
But we can go into that.
It just came in the mail today, my whole coach pack, so I haven't even cracked the seal on it. Maybe it's all in there too.
I have a coach
now.
I'm trying to come in this weekend to get started and try to look at my stuff and get some stuff done that Michelle told me to do 2 weeks ago. and see if I could understand it a little better, because I know like your group page on Facebook is like awesome, and you're always answering so quickly and everything. And it's like, of course, at this point, I don't need that, but I know I will at some point. So I want to make sure I'm ready. And, you know.
I made mine already, even though I don't use mine. I added one customer to Michelle's, but my group page is already made for when I do have more customers.
That's good. Can you set me one up too while you're at it?
But a like page is, some people are scared of it. I don't know why. It's no different really than setting up like your personal page. You just kind of pick a different category. Because if you go from your personal page, I think over on the
right side,
it has on there, create a page. And I know you'll see different like categories. Some people, there used to be health and fitness on there. But now I think it's health and beauty. They changed the categories. So you would just like pick that. And then you just, you would do it. Put your picture up there like you do on your personal page. Make sure you have a picture of you or your profile picture, not your dog, your cat, your whatever, your bird. And that's pretty much it. I can walk you through that sometimes, Sherry. It's not that hard. It's just, if you get on there and just fiddle around with it, it's pretty easy to figure out.
It won't hurt it.
Yeah.
Just play with it.
Oh, I was just wondering, like with, your group page, is that under is it all under your original Facebook page, or do y'all set up
everything?
Yeah, so
everything
originates
the
one I've had
page.
Use my personal page and then just do group page.
That's part of there too, where you can create pages. If you click on that little upside down arrow on the right hand side up top near the globe, it'll say create page, and that's where you'll go in and create it. But yeah, everything is linked to your personal page.
Okay. I think like the last probably 4 weeks is the most I've ever posted on Facebook since Facebook existed. I would actually get made fun of because I never knew what was going on, because I would never get on Facebook. And now it's like I'm on there all the time, every day, wanting to see what everybody's doing and keep up with what's going on, and the information that like Michelle gives me, when she answers a question, I need to star that, because if I get asked that question, I'm going to have the answer.
Mm-hmm.
I drive my family crazy with posting all my Shakeology recipes on Instagram.
That's funny.
And family is usually the worst. I don't have any. Well, I have my niece on my Facebook page. I don't have any family on my Facebook, so it doesn't bother me.
I'm ready to wipe them off.
But some family's the worst at being supporters sometimes. So I don't want to see all that, but it's.
all my Success Club points this month have come from posting on Facebook, not salesy, so to speak, but just posting, sharing my like Shakeology pictures and videos of Corrie and I doing size. I sold a quick start package or a kickstart package just to somebody who approached me. And I didn't even know she wasn't liking my stuff. She never talked to me about it. She was just a friend from school that she moved away. She doesn't even live here anymore. And she approached me on Messenger and said, hey, I want to do what you're doing. And then bought that night. Like, it was like bam, bam, bam. Like, I didn't have to do follow-ups or anything. So it's really important that you guys just share. Just share whatever it is that you're doing.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
people's gonna wonder what I'm doing because like I said, I've never really posted that much on Facebook. I'll read about it, but like I'm real self-conscious about pictures of myself because I'm not at my goal weight. I'm not fit yet.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
But that is what will make people relate to you.
Yeah.
And you're a real person. You're not
Yeah.
buff fitness psycho, you know?
And plus, it's like she believes in it enough to put it out there.
So,
I don't think Sarah's on here, but like whenever I first got back into doing P90X3 and I got on the message boards before I was coaching, I think my coach, like 4 months later, sent me a generic email like, oh, I'm not one to reach out. If you need me, email me. So I was just on there looking. I wasn't even really looking for a coach. Well, I would look, but I wasn't about to post in somebody that looked really fit because I was a little bit bigger. I would never have posted in Corey's because he's a guy. Corey, but and most guys on the message boards, all they got is pictures of their abs. Not Corey.
not
Some of
me.
their abs. See their face. But so, Sarah was bigger than me. And I'm like, okay, so I won't feel so self-conscious. And I posted in hers. So somebody clicks with somebody. Yep. And not everybody wants somebody that's totally at their goal, fit, and in shape.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of those,
You totally have to get out of your comfort zone. You can't just stay where it's comfortable. You're never going to progress. And I got to work on that too. But ever since I had surgery 2 years ago and I lost 50 pounds between that and working hard. And even if people don't like the post, they don't like what you're doing, doesn't mean they don't see it. I get told all the time people I didn't even know noticed anything that they. Is that mine or is that?
Oh, everybody hears it then.
Did you have a question?
No, I was just saying they got to get out of their comfort zone. And
No, not you, Amy. Get out of the way.
I was worried about that noise. I thought I was causing. Did you hear that in the speaker?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
It sounded like somebody was blowing in it.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I have a lot of questions, but I'm just.
Okay, let's let somebody else go. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Speaking of those message boards, I know Bettina posts a lot on there. How do you approach those like messages that are like, hey, I'm looking for a coach, but everybody responds back. So it's kind of like 50 people attacking that one person.
I just stopped posting on those and I just instantly buddy them instead. And then wait. And the second they accept my buddy request, I get to them first. I say a bunch of nice things, pitch my services to them, and usually I get them before everybody else while everybody else is wasting time on their thread. So that's how I do it.
Yeah, I was looking for a small.
That's what you need to do because I know because not everybody knows how to do the message boards. But yeah, if somebody posts in your thread or you're responding to somebody's, buddy request them.
Yep.
Anybody request you, anybody request them. Sometimes they'll totally ignore it and never accept it, but most of the time they will.
Yep.
And sometimes it takes a long time.
Yeah, I've had people accept the buddy request a week later.
I've had 2 weeks later, and then I've had conversion, switch over to me, and then challenge packs. So it can take time.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Just make sure you write down every single person you buddy, and then at least once a day go in your buddies and search for them.
Do you
Okay.
get an email notification?
Nope.
No?
You have to physically go search and see if they accepted it.
Okay.
Hey, Tina, how did you do that with me? Because I was looking for a new coach, and you were like just surfaced outstandingly, like to the top. How did you?
I actually, you can subscribe to a typical, a plain post, and the one where everybody was posting for their new coaches, you can actually subscribe to that post, so it sends you an email every time someone posts to that one. And if I just so happen to have time at that time, I'll go in and I'll answer it right then. And a lot of times if you can do that, you're kind of at the top of the list. I know sometimes people take, the first one to respond is who they go with. So it's worked for me a couple of times. Sometimes it doesn't. So it just kind of depends on how it is. And I always try to just write something, that pertains to what they said. And
Yeah, I asked about eating in the morning before working out, and you were asking me.
So I try not to make it look like I've just copied and put something in. I don't want it to look the same for everybody. So I kind of just try to look and see what they put and how I can put in something for how I can help them do what they were asking about.
Yeah.
But Tina, I've watched you on the message boards. You actually do a really good job. So if you guys are on the message boards and you see her, maybe just check it out what she's doing.
I would have thought that I was the only person she even talked to at all, the way she answered.
Mm-hmm.
And that email has helped. You can subscribe to that. And I mean, and you may get a lot of emails that may bug you, so you don't think it's worth it, and that's fine. But it's helped me considerably. So, I mean, whatever you can do to try to make that faster. I know I'm all about time, so if somebody got back to me quickly, then I would look at that more probably than what I would the other 20 people that said something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
That's how Nikki got me. She was quick to respond.
That's how Michelle got me. I mean, and your story, Michelle, your story's what really caught me, because I got automatically assigned to a coach. Okay, she was a size 6 and she went to a size 2. And I'm like, okay, you don't have a clue what I'm going through. you don't, I can't relate to you because you didn't even need to lose weight. You just wanted to get more fit, And Michelle had put a blog out there or a message board post just telling about herself and, that she's still in her journey. And I want to be able to do something like that because I'm the same way. I'm not where I want to be. And I don't want to not represent myself well, that, hey, I am, because you're going to see pictures and you're going to say, wait a minute, So I want to be sure I do it right and tell a story and be honest about it.
And I've had people actually message me because, I'll put my Facebook link in my profile. And I actually have people message me on Facebook that's never messaged me on the message boards, saying, oh, you're such an inspiration, stuff like that. So they are looking whether you think they are or not. I have people on my friends list that have never responded to me saying, hey, I got your friend's request, are you wanting to join one of my groups, or, hey, what's up? And they never speak, but I post, some of y'all have seen on my personal page, I do my before and afters with part of my story. And, people that's never responded, they'll be like, oh, you're such an inspiration. I love, watching your page. Stuff like that. So you got to get yourself out there. You got to get out of that comfort zone. Post your story, post your pictures. Everybody's watching.
Are you talking on the Beachbody page or Facebook?
On Facebook.
Yeah.
But I do, I have it on the message boards, but like I said, I put my link to the Facebook on the message board. So people will just come over there and friend me and never talk to me on the message boards.
So Facebook is more important with networking than the Beachbody website.
No, because you're going to get most of your customers. Well, unless you find a niche like Leah Heinfeld, I guess is how you say her name. She has her own little niche. Her website is nothing to do with Beachbody. and she gets all her customers through horses. But the ones that are on the message boards, that's where you're going to get your customers from. Or you're going to get people following you over to Facebook and watching you on Facebook. So they go hand in hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I've built my whole entire business between Facebook and the message boards. That's it. I don't do nothing else.
Greg Armfield has built his that way too, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yep. He's he's made $500,000 already.
Yeah, I saw that.
So.
Y'all just make it look so easy though, and
We've
it's
been
like
doing it for a long time. That's why.
it's so overwhelming to me. I mean, it's just like, did I bite off more than I can chew? Can I really do?
Yeah, you got to take it one step at a time. You've got to build yourself a system that works for you. Like, it becomes so second nature and so easy once you do it for long enough. Like, I mean, it's something that used to take an hour now takes 10 minutes. You know what I mean? You'll figure. It's just one of those things. You got to do it and practice it and do it again and practice it, and eventually it becomes easy.
It don't seem easy now. It seems very, very overwhelming. It's like, will I ever get a customer? Will I ever get a coach? And Michelle's sitting there thinking, probably not if you don't start the training, Sherry.
That's a big part of it. I mean, you do have to build. You do have to start some sort of training and get a foundation. I mean, you can't just go at this blindly with a blindfold over your eyes. I mean, it's not going to work.
And the customers are not going to drop in your lap if you're not out there. I mean.
Yeah. And you have to know what you're doing too. I mean, that's the big part of the training. I mean, what if somebody finally does say, hey, I want you as a coach and I want to buy this? I mean, if you don't know what the heck you're doing, you know, you don't want to make yourself look stupid either, is my point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't do stupid well. I don't like stupid.
But Sherry, it was very overwhelming with me to begin with because I was trying to do everything at once. Like, there was like so much training going on because the self-paced ones when I started were not self-paced, and you had to be in there every day participating. And now they're self-paced, and I'm so glad. But I was trying to do everything at once. You need to make your to-do list of what needs to be done first. Then have like an ABC list. What's most important next and all that. And then go down it and just complete one thing at a time. Now, unless it's like who was working on their blog and she's not on here. Is she not on here? No. But if something is getting you stuck and you're accomplishing nothing, then put it aside and go do something, the smaller things, so you can get those done.
Yep. But
just one step at a time. And like with you working, it's going to take a little longer, and that's okay. You started this because you want to help people, and you want to get healthy yourself. It's not, okay, let's do this. We got to make money today, tomorrow, next week. Exactly. So, if you get that out of your mind, then it's going to flow a little bit easier.
That's good advice. I need to write that down.
Any new people that haven't asked a question have a question?
I think Pam was trying to ask something, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, no, I got in there with the Shakeology recipes.
Okay, you got it. Okay.
Margot, do you have anything to add?
I do work full time. I work in healthcare, and I look at the obesity. And it's funny because I'm on the End of Summer Sculpt group, and it said on there was that whole coach thing, and it said about obesity in America. That's what got me motivated at first. I was worried about obesity, and I work out at a gym, and I was going to I'm a certified nurse. I'm going to get my personal trainer certificate. It's just not right. And then this just kind of came as people were asking me about Shakeology and exercising, and Bettina motivating me. And I thought, people are asking me, why not just be a coach and put that forward? Now I'm not asking a question.
Okay.
Shelly, you've been quiet. How you doing?
I'm good. Just listening.
Bettina, Shayla, anybody else?
But
Excited for these calls.
I know. I wish more people would showed up today. I thought you said everybody's supposed to show up today, Michelle.
hey, I can't control all these people.
Well, one more question. Are there business cards or is that like old school?
You have to do that yourself.
Yeah.
You,
It's a good way to do it.
You should do it.
Do it.
Yeah, because I got in my coaches, it's still in the plastic still wrap. I just came literally hours ago, but the Shakeology pamphlet. And it was a place for a sticker. Can I put my name on there and my?
I do business cards because sometimes you're in a hurry in the middle of nowhere and you don't have time.
So it's not old school.
No,
Yeah,
I do.
see, I got like one right here.
Any
Yeah.
rules?
On a plane.
I didn't see that, but
Every time we travel or go anywhere, we take business cards with us.
Awesome. Any rules about that? Where to buy them? What can be on it?
Vistaprint's the cheapest. You can do pretty much whatever you want.
It doesn't matter how I name myself or anything like
Nope.
that. Okay.
You just can't say your Beachbody. That's the thing.
I can't say I'm Beachbody. I
You
can
can't
say
say
I'm
I am Beachbody, LLC or whatever. You can't say that.
a coach.
You have to be you. But other than that, you can do whatever you want.
A lot of people use independent Beachbody coach.
You can do that.
yeah.
I have that on my Facebook Live page.
Yeah, you just can't say you're the company. That's all.
I'm going to put that on my Facebook page. Independent Beachbody Coach.
Yep.
Good.
Okay, well, I guess we're done then.
Thanks. That was my first experience ever with camera.
Well, thank you to all that showed up, at least.
Thanks for your time. I wish you well. I hope you heal. And I hope that fire ends.
Yeah, us too. We can't even go outside. It's like walking through fog, but it's smoke.
I work outside and well, I'm not outside, but my regular job is in a coffee shop, and our windows are open all day. My hair literally smells like campfire, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Holy
oh my
cow.
gosh.
It looks like it's snowing, but it's ash.
Gosh.
We had that for a couple months at the start of the summer too.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, and it's
I'll be saying some prayers for you all.
where all the fires are is where all of my high school friends live. Like everybody I know and have grown up with are evacuated. I'm the only one that isn't. So
You haven't lost any of them, though. That's
no.
But
you
how
kind
But
of got
there's
to
a lot of homes that have been burned down already. I mean, hundreds.
and that sucks. But at least you didn't lose them.
Yep.
Ours started in May and they just got them like slowly under control, and there's a bunch that they're still control burning because they can't get them out.
Yeah. We got people coming up from Australia because we don't have enough people anymore.
Ours came from down in like
Wow.
South and North Dakota for us.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting Australia, a bunch of military. Obama's sending a bunch of federal aid. I mean, it's our whole state is on fire. It's
Yep.
pretty bad.
My husband's cousin is a wildlife firefighter, and I'm just surprised that he's not out there because he's been going all over the place for the past few years
Yeah.
doing that. And I'm just shocked that he's not out there. He's posting about it, but he's not out there. Usually he posts
Yeah.
pictures of himself there whenever he gets a break to let
Yeah.
people know that he's okay.
Yeah.
Especially
Well,
when
if you
they're
guys need a
out.
break, you could come down to the villages. You just gotta, it's old people central, and all they like to do is drink beer. It is horrible. And the only person that I know that even lives relatively close to me is Michelle down in Tampa.
That's funny. All right, guys, we're out.
Thank you for your time.
Bye.
Have a good night, guys.